All right. So tonight's training call, y'all. I'm so excited to be presenting it, and I'm not the only one hosting it. I'm sure that Dr. Brown is going to chime in and give some thoughts and tips and things like that. And if you all have anything to say or ask, please do. Listen, um, let's just jump right into it. I'm gonna start with saying I took notes, first of all. So let me go off my notes because I don't want to be rambling. All right. So listen. We are just in the beginning of a long road, okay? A long road. And so just think about if you are on a road trip, right? You're taking a road trip and you're going on vacation. It's not even a road trip for business. You on a road trip to Canada, right? Going on vacation. Would you rather be in a car with 10 quiet people with no personality, no ideas, no not and they may have personality, but they're not showing it. 10 quiet people that are just in their thoughts? Or would you rather be in the car with 10 people who are laughing, talking, dancing in the car, planning, envisioning? Would you rather be in the car with those 10 quiet people or those 10 very lively people?
That for people.
Yes, yes, yes. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And so choosing the latter, y'all hear me out, right? Okay, plugging into the calls because I noticed that I don't really see this group that much on most of the calls. So I want to put it out there, just the mindset behind plugging into the calls, right? So plugging into the calls, doing the challenges, taking accountability and add to the conversation and the environment matters. Thank you so much, Miss Suzanne, for having your mic unmute and adding to the environment. That matters. And just like having your cameras on, thank y'all for those of y'all that have your cameras on and who are face to face. That matters because I want you to know that you're not just like a somebody that's behind the camera and nobody sees you. You matter, okay? Your success here is important because we each said yes with some vision in mind. We each had the faith, but do we have the ability to do the work to keep that faith? Doing the work to keep that faith means you may not be used to getting on calls 3 times a night, but a part of doing the work is scheduling your week out so that you are on those calls. Because those calls are what I always say, the more we learn, the more we earn. And you never know, even if it's just a presentation, you can learn something new just from 1 5 minute part of that presentation. Or if it's a training, of course you can learn from that training. Even if you feel like I've heard this before, it's been so many types and so many trainings that, let me tell you, like GoPro by Eric Worre is a big network marketing training that happens every year. I think it's been going on for, I don't know, probably 20 years or so. Like, it's really huge at this point. But I attend, whether in person or virtually, every year. I never say, "Oh, I've been there, 5 times already," because I know every time I go, I'm getting something. It's speaking to a different part of my brain, and that's what happens when we show up on the calls, even the opportunity calls. You support the environment. It speaks to a different part of your brain. It reignites something because life will try to strip away your goals, and it will try to redirect your focus. Life will try to, make you start to think that, the opposite of where you want to go. But when you show up and you're able, that's being fed, is going to continue to grow. You're going to be able to have ideas, and you're going to have a new excitement, with each experience like that. And so, um, if you want to grow in income fast, you have to set out on a mission to help as many people as possible as fast as you can. So that's my next point, y'all. Success loves speed. Listen, I'm not saying you should just wake up tomorrow and be able to make 20 new sales after not making a sale for 2 weeks. I'm not saying you should talk fast to people to try to, convince them or spin them into this. Not this opportunity. This opportunity doesn't require that. But make a big impact in every life of every person who encounters you, even in a small way, even if it's just, a big impact could be, listen, if you offer the opportunity and you get them on a call and they say no after hearing the call, they're still impacted because their impact is their perception has been expanded. And therefore, they will see what they wouldn't have noticed and start to believe it for themselves. as they see you do it first. So when you get them on a call and they say no, it could just mean not right now. It could just mean today I had a lot going on, and so I'm not seeing that. Or maybe 6 months from now when you revisit them, they be like, I've been thinking about that since that day. And so I want y'all to keep in mind, like, to help as many people as fast as you can, it just requires you to be consistent with spreading the message, the actual message, of I want you to take a look. That's the whole message. I want you to take a look. Y'all, the message isn't, I want you to come sell. I want you to come build a team. The message is, I want you to take a look. I want you to know about this because y'all said yes. We all said yes because we believed, and type yes in the chat if you agree that something about this business is life changing. We believe that something about these products are life changing. And if you've used the products, then you know that they are life changing. And so, just talking to as many people as possible to let them know what is happening and get their vision, their perspective, get their awareness there of it, right? And so, if you offer the products and they say no, guess what? They will always think of you when their wellness is challenged, or when someone they love is going through a crisis. They will always think of you and they will always come back to you. Matter of fact, I just had somebody the other day. I haven't talked to her in probably like a year. And she just reached out to me and said, "Hey, I know somebody that's dealing with PCOS. And so I want to know, can I give her your number?" I haven't talked to her in a year. And that is because I created that awareness around me. You want to be the first person that they think about. Um, that I love how Grant Cardone had said most businesses fail not because they're not good, not because the business isn't good, not because the product doesn't work, but because people don't know who you are and they don't know what you have. And that's why the business failed. So if you get started in this and you're sitting around your coworkers, you've walked past your neighbors, you've talked on the phone with your family, and you haven't even said, "Can you take a look?" then you are still keeping yourself hidden as if this is small when this is really, really huge. This company was helping the products itself was helping people for 15 years before it became a network marketing business. So imagine how big that is. No clinic would be able to stay open and keep getting and growing customers if it was not getting results. And the clinic that was using these products was open for 15 years helping people and became very popular in Mexico before it even became a network marketing business. So that is the power of what we have. And so let me take a sip of my drink real quick because I'm thirsty. All right. Um, and so impact isn't always dependent on earning right away, right? A lot of people, some people can be money motivated and feel like if I'm not making money today, then I'm not being successful. But you are being successful if you have gotten 5 people on a call. That because now those people are people that you can go back to and say, "Did you like it? What did you like about it? Do you know anybody that could benefit from what you heard?" All right, let them know. Ask them, can I call them and send me their number? Look at that. That it doesn't have to always be that person that got on the call. Sometimes you can meet people through people that will make the biggest impact than even and an even bigger impact than what that person directly would have done. That person that got on the call might just buy one product, but then they might lead you to somebody that'll buy 10 or join you in business at the elite package. So um I with that with making that impact, I want you to have a weekly goal in mind. Yo, we have to have a weekly goal as we go about our day-to-day operations. So the weekly goal will help you to narrow down your daily goals. And listen, let me ask you, how many people on here actually have time to start conversations with 20 people a day, 5 days a week? You can be honest. Do you actually like, can you sit back in your mind and say, I have time to start 20 conversations? And to start 20 actual flowing conversations, you probably got to talk to like 100 people. Do you have time to start 20 conversations? Exactly. I don't even have time to start 20 conversations, and I'm a stay at home mom. All right. And so Now, how about, do you have one day a week where you can take 2 hours and start conversations with 100 people? One day. Can you think of one day out your whole 7 days that you can focus for 2 hours and start conversations with 100 people? Because remember, to have a flowing conversation, you probably got to reach out to 100 people to get a flowing conversation of 20 people. So could you say hello and greet and get the attention of, 100 people one day? Do you have 2 hours one day? Y'all let me know. Does that sound doable for everybody on here? Can
Yeah.
you pick one day out of the week and give it 2 hours of focus? I feel like that's doable. I feel like that's now, see, because let me tell you, we all have to be in the process of launching our business at least once a week if we're going to grow. Like a launch isn't just the first time you do your first launch call. A launch is something that until you hit the place where your business is on autopilot, your income is on autopilot, your team is growing, and your focus is different. Like you're looking like, okay, I'm doing trainings, I'm traveling. When you get there, then I can see you not doing a launch once a week. But like while we trying to go for gold, like I said on the flyer, I think that everybody should aim for gold in the first 90 days. And I'm gonna tell you why. Aiming for gold in the first 90 days, just do a launch, a personal launch. Like it doesn't have to be a personal launch call. It could be that your personal launch is one day a week. I'm going to sit for 2 hours and I'm going to start 100 conversations, right? And so that will drive your momentum. Let me tell you what that'll do. When you start conversations with those people and you get maybe 10 of them on a call, 5 of them will show up, 1 or 2 of them will join you in business. The other 3 will be customers because there's no way that anybody will hear this information and not want to do something, take some kind of action in one direction or another. And so with that, now because you started all those other conversations and those other people didn't show up, maybe they lost track of time, maybe something came up, maybe some people saw your message late, so they didn't get to get on the call. That drives your workload for the rest of the week. And so now you say, well, you said I only need to do a launch once a week. That launch will keep your business in forward motion throughout the rest of that week. So even if your week is a Wednesday, you do that launch from Wednesday to Wednesday, you should be in forward motion communicating with those people that may have saw your message late. Or yeah, launching those people that just got started because they was on the call and they was ready. That's how you start keeping yourself in forward motion, going towards the next level and the next level and the next level. Right. And so I want you to think about this. How often do you check your phone every day? Because now we're going to shift into how we can continually keep eyes on us, get eyes on us, and keep eyes on us so that we can always have new people to talk to. Where maybe your launch is on a Wednesday, but now it's Friday, and maybe you've already followed up with all of those people, and you're like, well, dang, I need new people, right? But I don't have 2 hours to message another 100. Let me tell you how you overcome that. All right. So how many times, how often in a day can you like really think? Do y'all have like an idea in mind how many times you touch your phone, or is it just so many times that you like, I don't even know, I lost track a long time ago? I know I lost track a long time ago.
I definitely lost track.
Right, right. All right. So look, with that being said, let me put some times in your mind that I know for sure you're touching your phone. Hold on. I forgot to plug my computer up. I don't want it to die. All right, let me put some times in your mind where I know for sure you're touching your phone. I know for sure, and y'all type a one in the chat if I'm right. I know for sure you're touching your phone when you go to the bathroom. Am I right? Type of one if I'm right. Y'all, I told you I need that feedback. I need to know. I see Dr. Brown shaking his head. I love it. Miss Caroline, she's with me. Who else with me? Let me know because that helps me to know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to feed y'all. Type of one. Let me know if you touch your phone when you go on your lunch break from work or you get a break from work. You touch your phone. Let me know if you touch your phone when you get in the car before you go home. You sit back, look at what you missed. You touch your phone. Little moments of silence in your day, right? Um, so What if you posted a piece of content every time you touched your phone in those quiet moments? Now you got social media working for you in the background. You driving home or something you posted, and it doesn't even have to be. We don't want to do a whole bunch of needy, thirsty posts like, "Hey, buy, join." Not like that, yo. It's a deeper psychology than that that'll get actually people to start really connecting with you. So, what you want to post is things that what you remember that Miss Caroline, things that talk to the different personality types. Me and Miss Caroline was on the call
Hmm.
yesterday, so you want to post things that talk to the different personality types. And we're gonna talk about that in a second. So, what if you did that, right? And so the different personality types. Have y'all heard of this? You have dolphins, whales, urchins, sharks. And guess what? You can use Chat GPT as your personal assistant. If you have had a long day and you like, I don't even, you said, sometimes I sit back after dealing with the kids. I sit back in my moment of quiet time that I say, I finally got, I get the post and I'm like, my brain feel like it's been left. I don't even know. I don't have a thought to start. That rhymed. I didn't even do that on purpose. I don't even have a thought to start. Listen, I know that we probably all have those moments where you just like, I don't even got it. So what I do is I go to Chat GPT and then I say, you know what, Chat GPT, can you write a message that would talk to a shark about why vital health would be a good business for them? And but don't mention vital health and add this part of my story into it, how Vital Health has been paying my car payment every single month since I got started because I hit the rank of gold in my first 30 days. Add that to it, just to inspire them and let them know that the money is there. And you give Chat GPT those little bits. And maybe it's not that you hit the car bonus, but maybe it is that you're doing this because you're about to retire in 5 years and you don't want to have to retire and go work a part-time job earning less money than you're making now. You don't want to get to retirement and say, I can't stop working because, and so maybe you add that part of your story into it to talk about that. And then you say, now, can you write a short post? Now, Chat GPT will go and write that post for you. So let me see if I can get to Chat GPT and just to explain to y'all about the dolphins and the the differences between the four personality types. All right, so at talking professionally, you have four different types of people, and it's always great to make content that is speaking to these four different personality types because that's how you can get the attention of different types of people. You don't want to just like be posting and you always see like this one kind of person and kind of person meaning personality type. Um, if you notice, like you have those poor people that usually always probably like and comment on your posts. But if you want to get the attention of different types of people, personality types, this is a great method. And so you have the shark who's driven, competitive, money motivated. And that's why I said to ChatGPT, can you write a post talking about how, this is what I'm looking forward to, money motivated financially, right? And then you have the dolphin, the one who loves to have fun. So that's when you would tell ChatGPT to create your post about this diamond retreat that's coming up and how it looks like it's going to be so much fun and something fun. Maybe we had a call that was fun. Maybe you had a fun experience doing a scan party or something like that. Or maybe you just had fun learning and scanning people, whatever it is. Okay. The urchin is the analytical one, the one who needs all the facts, the research, the proof. Now you asking Chat GPT to create a message that speaks to that person. And then the whale is the helper, the person that's compassionate, supportive, purpose driven. Y'all can go in Chat GPT and ask Chat GPT to break down the four different personality types that's used in marketing. And that way you can read more about that and be able to use that in your content and your pursuit of your business partner. So is this whose first time is this hearing about the four personality types? Type me or you can say me. Let me know. Um, when you get to see people like that, then you'll start to know when you talk. Like I have Famey. Famey is past Mr. Pascal's upline. Famey is a shark. Isn't he, Pascal? Mr. Pascal, Famey is a shark, ain't he? 100%. The shark who is like he is what is the personality type for the shark? Driven, competitive, money motivated, action taker, goal oriented, loves fast results. Shark. And so whereas Miss Caroline, I think Miss Caroline, I would say that you are a whale, compassionate, supportive, purpose driven, motivated by helping others. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Type in the chat, y'all. Which one do y'all think that you are personally? Which one do you think you are? Are you the analytical one, the urchin? Are you the fun one, the dolphin? I really think I'm the fun one. I think I'm a dolphin. I think I'm a dolphin.
Hmm.
All right. So let's get back to my notes. Um, so y'all listen. Anybody on here know a surgeon? You know, like you have any family or friends that's a surgeon? If not, we didn't all seen the movies. We know what a surgeon is, right? We probably may have even had surgery. I had one, two, three, four surgeries in my life, two C-sections and two other things, small things. All right, and so listen, uh a surgeon goes through classes to get his first surgery. A surgeon did not just wake up one day, like we woke up one day and say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do network marketing, right? But when you think about shifting into leadership, business ownership, because in network marketing, you start off being self-employed, but you can shift into owning the business with the right mindset. You can shift into being an investor with the right mindset. But you don't just wake up and be like, oh, now I started yesterday and I'm a leader today. Like I'm well, you can actually do that part, but I mean, like, you don't just wake up and be red diamond, right? Let's put it
Hmm.
like that. And so the same with the surgeon. He goes through classes before he gets his first surgery. Then he goes through thousands of successful procedures. Thousands of successful procedures to become world class. Now, when you think of world class, let's think of red diamond. World class. World class red diamond. The income is it puts you at world class status. How many people know your name because of you being red diamond? And the only way you can get the red diamond is you helped a lot of people all around the world. That makes you world class. World class. Now let's equate that right to the surgeon. And so let's think about the psychology of a world class surgeon. I'm gonna give you a couple of things. I'm gonna try to not let this take too long. Of the psychology of a world class surgeon, how they think. I am responsible for everything that happens in my OR. So if we said I'm responsible for everything that happens in my business, taking full ownership, accountability. Okay, if it's going to be, it's up to me. That is something that has been my mantra since I started because I realized that Dr. Brown is not going to build my business. Like Dr. Brown's going to build his business, but there's still other layers to it that I need before I hit red diamond. Even though Dr. Brown is in my team, I still need other layers of things to get where I need to go. So you may have somebody you bring in that could be a powerful person that may even pass you in rank, but you still need other layers of things to even reach that, right? It's not just about that one person, okay? So it has to be, if it's up to me, if it's going to be, it's up to me. They are comfortable with fear, but not controlled by it. A lot of people allow fear to be why they don't do something. I won't go live because I'm scared. Look, I'm scared every time I go live. Matter of fact, there's a slight little fear every time I got to come on Zoom. I do it anyway though, because if it's going to be, it's up to me. Look how that all works together. Yo, I get bubble guts. Feel like I gotta go to the bathroom. I need my stomach start racing. My hands start shaking. Like my hands don't shake as much as they used to when I have to go live or go in the front of a room or go on Zoom. I'm a little more comfortable now because what a world class surgeon does thousands of surgeries. I'm probably at a couple hundred calls at this point, so I don't have the same level of nervousness. My first time doing a presentation, yo, I didn't even look at the audience. And this was live in person with the PowerPoint. my back was towards them because I was so scared and my hands were shaking and sweating. But I didn't allow that fear to control me. So feel the fear and do it anyway, right? And so world class surgeons think fear means I'm focused. Okay. The only unacceptable fear is the fear of the truth. Okay, so they detach emotionally when needed. Look at how this is so relevant to us. Every day when we talk to people, even if you're in a supermarket, I was on a plane the other day and I was talking to this older woman and I felt the fear that I was starting to feel because in my mind I knew I wanted to ask her for her phone number. So I felt the fear and I still did it anyway. I detached emotionally from what her response could be because it could have went yes or it could have went no. But it turned out to be a yes. She gave me her phone number and we vibed really well. But guess what? If I allowed that fear to stop me, I wouldn't have never got that yes and I wouldn't have never got her phone number. And now I met a woman that is not even from my walk of life, from nowhere at all, that I would have been able to meet her other than on a plane. She happened to come sit beside me to use the bathroom. And so when you detach emotionally, that means when you go to ask your family member if they could come and take a look at the business or try the products, you don't feel, listen, my father, and I'm putting him out there, my father is like I came from him. And will you believe that all these years I've been selling detox, he will not drink it. And he will come tell me I buy detox pills from GNC. Look what I got. So I had to detach emotionally because that used to really hurt my feelings. And but I had to detach emotionally from that, and now it doesn't bother me. You know, we on the phone the other day and we talking about other type of supplements, and he's showing me all these supplements he buy from GNC. I'm like, we got something like that. We got something like that. We got something like that. But he will not. Okay, so we have to detach emotionally when it's needed. They obsessively seek feedback. Write that down, y'all. They obsessively seek feedback. And this is important because a lot of us will stew in our own thoughts and our own failures and our own process, and we won't reach out to our upline or somebody that can help us gain a different perspective, you know? Because right now, my mom is dealing with somebody at her job that she said, this woman is not so kind to her. And I said, she could have been raised that way. It may not be nothing personal. See, she's taking it personally, but I said she could have been raised that way. And so seeking feedback will allow you to see something from a different perspective or gain some clarity or get some ideas on a different way to go about it. Maybe you say, I messaged 50 people and all 50 said no, Dr. Brown, what should I do? Then he can say, well, tell me what you're saying to them. And then now let's reevaluate what you're saying and switch it up. And then now try this for the next 50. And man, I always say if you ask 20 people the same question and all 20 say no, change the question immediately. All right. And so when you seek feedback, then you can get better. My husband does not like my feedback. But I give it to him anyway. And so they have an internal standard higher than any external one. No rank, no title, no award impresses them. So, their internal voice says, do it better, do it cleaner, do it safer, do it smarter. So it's like, okay, yeah, and I that spoke to me because I recently was recognized for hitting the rank of emerald. But the internal voice in me, I'm not really excited about that because I want y'all to be hitting ranks. So, yeah, I'm grateful that God has aligned my business with the right people at the right time to be growing in ranks. But I would really, my standard on the inside is higher. I want more people to be growing with me, especially the people that are directly connected to me, who say yes to me. You say yes to me, that means you trusted me enough to join me in business. You believed in me enough to say, I want to do this with you. I want to help you grow. I want to help you understand how to grow. Maybe I can't personally get you to diamond, but maybe I can help you see how to get to diamond and then you can figure the rest out for yourself. And I hope that that's what this call is going to help us all do. They thrive under pressure because they see it differently. So what they say, y'all ever heard this? Pressure breaks pipes, but it also makes diamonds. They have surgical ego, but under control, meaning it's okay to be confident. It's okay to walk like, talk like, be like you know what you're talking about. But having it, that's just like having confidence, but not being overly confident, not being like, I'm a know it all, but I'm confident in what I do know. They are emotionally resilient to human pain. I don't know, it says they can deliver hard news, face death. I was like, I don't think that really like, I don't know how to tie that into us, but Dr. Brown, you got something for that?
No, basically, when they say they can tie it into pain, it's that they're going from their experience, and their experience is something that they use to allow themselves to thrive upon, all right, it thrive basically to the point where if it hurts, I know how to maneuver it, and so they can thrive upon it.
I love that. Okay. When I read that part, even in my notes, I said, I guess I'm gonna just slide past that. But I like that. he said, if it hurts, they know how to maneuver it. Okay. So if it hurts, what could hurt here? Is what you're probably thinking. But what could hurt here is my father telling me that he buys supplement from GNC.
Mm-hmm.
What could hurt here is my best friend telling me I absolutely never want to do that business. So okay, so they see their work as a calling, not as a job. Okay, when you are focused on the mission, like your God, divine purpose driven, totally aligned mission, you can impact and help way more people than saying, I'm just trying to make money. When you allow it to be something that's inside of you, pouring out of you, instead of feeling like it's something that you have to do, you can make a lot more money. They have a bias towards action, not hesitation. Okay. In surgery, hesitation kills. And in business. Because had I hesitated on the plane when that lady had that little 2 minutes, she had to sit beside me and we were like talking. And had I had hesitated, she would have got up, went to the bathroom, and went to the front, and I would have never asked her for a phone number. How many moments a day do you hesitate when you look at somebody and they telling you, my head hurts so bad, and you in your mind thinking, oh, is it cringe if I tell them that I have something that can help them? Or you thinking, you see somebody in the supermarket and you see that you just it's a pull that's saying go talk to that person, but you hesitate because in your mind you're thinking, what if they say no? But then you never know, because when you actually go talk to them, they be like, I was just praying about this. But that hesitation and you not doing it will kill that moment, and you won't even be able to, have that experience of her saying yes. So hesitation kills. Decide fast, commit completely, and adjust instantly if needed. So some people would be like, um, I'm gonna do the business, but I want to wait until after the kids go back to school. We get through Christmas, we get through Thanksgiving, we get through this and that. My anniversary coming up, then I'll do the business. Well, by the time they look up, I'm Red Diamond, Dr. Brown Red Diamond, Caroline Red Diamond, and they waited until all those things went by. Hesitation, procrastination kills more dreams than failure does. And so if you're thinking, I haven't launched my business yet because I'm waiting for the right time, today is the right time. Make tomorrow your launch day and do what we talked about today. And just start. Start there. Get in the motion. You think, I haven't been on social media or I haven't been posting on there in so long. How am I just going to start popping up, posting every day? You just do it. You just start. Like when we get off this call, you can take us something from this call and post about it. If there's a point of something that was said on this call at any point that speaks to you, it may speak to others. Take that one line and go post it, right? Even if it is posting simply, procrastination kills more dreams than failure ever does. That is a post in itself right there. And so, I take those little things that stand out to me and I post them. I could be watching a movie and somebody in the movie could say something. I'll be like, dang, that was powerful. That was true. And I'll post that, So do not hesitate to take that action and hit go. Look, a plane to take off has to use its most force when it first takes off. And so, what if the plane hesitated and said, "Whoa, we got strong winds. Let's just go slow." We'd probably end up in bushes. So, do you want to end up in bushes or do you want to fly high? Type
Yeah.
fly high in the comments if you want to.
Or the ocean.
Or, huh?
End up in the ocean.
Or end up in the ocean, right? All right, and so they study failure with zero ego, meaning when it's not going right, when you are saying, dang, I've been talking to all the, and it goes back to you message 20 people and then nobody said yes to you. Evaluate that. Okay, I wonder why they're not saying yes. Go to ChatGPT. Say, this is what I'm saying. I said this to 20 people. They said no. What do you think I could change up about this? That is how you study failure with zero ego, not being like, I know I'm good. I know I can do this. I know there's something's wrong with those people. No, like really, I always like chin check myself. Like, okay, my team not really like duplicating well. What can I do? How can I? And I'm not in your house. I'm not in your at your job. I can't control nothing about what y'all do after we get off this call. But at least I'm taking accountability, saying, what can I offer them to help turn this around? Okay, that's studying failure. Ego could say, well, I'm emerald, so I'm just gonna keep growing, keep popping off because I'm emerald. But no, like I'm studying failure. I'm trying to figure out like how can we get the train moving for everybody. I want all of us to be excited. I want when somebody enters that WhatsApp group, I want everybody to be excited and thrilled about it enough to say, welcome, 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 welcome. I get why it's kind of dry sometimes. Everybody's going through their own personal struggles and probably looking like, I don't care, she done recruited 15 people already. Somebody is thinking that. However, we can shift that. We can shift that into you being excited because your next person's coming tomorrow. You got 10 people on the call tomorrow. That's where that type of remember in the beginning I said, that energy, all of that matters, for the health of the whole organization, the team, the health of your business from inside out, all of that energy matters. So your presence matters, your voice matters. All right, so they mentally rehearse constantly. So, before big surgeries, they visualize every step, every complication, every possible detour. And I mean, you could use this when you're about to make that phone call to follow up with somebody that's been on the opportunity call. And you just remind yourself, okay, what do I want to ask them? And look, here's the one thing that I always ask if I don't know what else to say. If they don't, sometimes excited people will take over the conversation. You'll just say hello and they'll be like, yeah, oh my goodness, blah, 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 blah. How can I start? But then you'll have those people. I called somebody today, right? And she probably will end up watching this weekend. But when I called her, it was an awkward silence, as if I was bothering her, but she knew I was about to call her because she told me she wanted to join the business. So when I called her, I had to already know how to deal with that type of personality because I've been through it. I had the work hours to have dealt with that. So when I felt it, when I saw it, I just took over the conversation. I said, all right, so look, what's going on? And then I, started talking to her from there. I basically was just like, do you have any questions? You've seen everything. What's going on? So the first thing that I always ask, so that way you can have rehearsed it. You already know where you're going when you call them is, what did you like about what you just heard? That question will help you close them more than saying, did you like it? You want to say, what did you like about what you just heard? Because then they'll tell you everything they like about what they heard. And now you can kind of remind them of it for the rest of the conversation. Like, you like that you can get that car bonus when you hit the rank of gold. So yeah, let's set your goal on going gold in 90 days, blah, blah, blah. Are you ready to get started now? You see? And so just mentally rehearse, mentally rehearsing if you're gonna go live. Um I am always mentally rehearsing. Like I said, whenever I'm gonna go live, y'all, if y'all see me live on any platform, no, I probably had the bubble guts before I push go. Before I push live, my stomach probably started feeling a little bubbly, like anxiety, but I did it anyway. So if y'all see me live, please tap the screen and just give me a heart because no, I'm nervous as I don't know what, but I'm doing it anyway. All right. So mentally rehearsing just helps you to be prepared. They have high emotional self-regulation. They are I'm gonna try to see how many more we have left. Oh, one more. They are comfortable being elite. They are comfortable being elite. Many people sabotage their own success. World-class surgeons embrace being the best. So that means own every room you walk into. Go live like you've been doing this and nothing's going to stop you. Talk to your next business partner or your potential business partner like you know where you're going, you know what this can do for people. You are sure about what you're building here. No matter what's going on around you in your world, you know that you can help them have that level of confidence and eliteness so that we can become world-class red diamonds. Look, in business, just like surgery, world-class results come after thousands of repetitions, conversations, posts, pitches, failures, and adjustments until the skill becomes instinctive. Do you hear that? The skill eventually becomes instinctive. Now, the best part about what we have our hands on is with the right strategy, teamwork, and consistent efforts, it will not take 15 to 25 years to be at a world-class position or income in vital health. It will not take 15 to 25 years. But guess what? It takes 15 to 25 years to become a world-class surgeon. It will not take 15 to 25 years to become a world-class network marketing professional. If you're persistent and consistent, if you are persistent and consistent, it could take you maybe 6 to 10, 15 to 25 months. Worst case scenario. You hear that? Worst case scenario to become a world class network marketing professional, it could take you 15 to 25 months. But with the right level of belief, faith, and pressure, remember, pressure busts pipes, but it also creates diamonds. You can definitely do it in 6 to 10. Who would love to become a world class network marketing professional in the next 6 to 10 months? Who would love that?
Me.
Me. Just three of us. You can type me or you can unmute. Let me know who I'm talking to here. World class. Let's think world class. World class. Let me go a little bit more. Remember, I said world class is that red diamond, right? Mr. Pascal said I, me, Zaina said me. Yes.
Me.
Yes. Check this out, y'all. This is mind blowing. Listen. Most top earning world class surgeons earn $50,000 to $70,000 per month. You become a world class network marketing professional. You hit that red diamond, that black diamond. You easily sitting at $70,000 to $100,000 a month.
Wow.
And it did not take us 15 to 25 years to do it. Not here in Vital Health, it won't. So type world class if this message just made your vision for what's doable a little bit bigger. Or unmute yourself and say world class.
World class.
Thank you, Miss Caroline.
World class.
Yes. All right, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pass the call over to Dr. Brown. I hope this was impactful to everybody here listening. I hope that tonight gave you a vision, a bigger mission, just a way to look at this business, how to weed it into your life while you're sitting on the toilet or you drive to go home. In your busy work week, that one launch day a week, how that can drive the rest of your business. This is recorded, so if anybody wants a replay, I can definitely send it. Dr. Brown, I'm gonna pass it over to you to add, or maybe open it up for questions or close it out, however you want to do it.
Okay, so I really want to add to what was being said because it's imperative that we must understand that we are in business, and we are in business because we want to make a change in our lives. And one of the biggest thing that I always, you know, coach and teach is that we must learn how to dream big. If we don't dream big, then we have nothing to look forward to. So dream big. Every day you get up, dream big. Make vision board and you dream. Your vision board is your dream and you're going to work towards them. But one thing I want to say to you is this. A lot of us know that money matters. Okay? Money matters. Money is something that we all need. But one thing when I do my research is this. 26% of Americans right now have no savings. 67% of Americans right now also have less than 6 months worth of money saving in your account. Also, 45% of Americans have zero retirement. Guys, we must have a money game plan. You must have a game plan when it comes to you retiring and you're looking for your future. Okay? You can't look at retirement even now because when you get $1,000 a month from retirement, that can't even cover your expense. So we need something called a game plan. And the game plan is this. Tonight, I want you to understand that you take yourself out of the position of 45% that don't have a retirement. Take yourself out of the procedure where it comes 67% that don't have 6 months worth of savings. Take yourself out of the position where 26% don't even have a savings. So create a game plan. You're in business. Oftentimes I said this, and I have about 3 of my people in here, and oftentimes I say this. If you open up a McDonald's, you need to make sure that you open the door so people can come in and purchase. If you don't allow them to come in and purchase, then you will never make any money. So you cannot just open up a McDonald's and then close the door. You have to open the door because you need them to come in to get the product that you have within your McDonald's. So guys, I'm going to leave this with you, and we're going to close it. We're going to keep it too long. We're going to close it. We're going to keep it at an hour, 1 hour max. So we have 5 minutes. Guys, I'm going to read this to you if you understand this, right? All right? There is also a tremendous amount of financial stress in our economy today. Okay? Watch this, guys. I think, okay, when Warren Buffett said this, okay, he hit the nail on the head when he said that where am I? He said, never depend on a single income. Okay? Make investment to create second source. Never you depend on your job. Remember this now, for those of you who know me, the acronym for job simply means just over broke. Okay? It means that you're working to pay your bills, but after that, you have nothing to save. That's why 26% of Americans have no savings. Okay? Because you're depending on a job. But Warren Buffett said, well, never you depend on a single source of income. And tonight, I want you to understand that. As I'm closing out on here, I want us to create a game plan. What is your game plan? As a matter of fact, I just have the question. If tomorrow morning I wake up, okay, and they tell me that I'm fired from my job, what would I do? Where's my backup plan? Did I position myself with a backup plan? Many people look at me and they said, oh, you're Jamaican. You're always doing this, that. But you have to understand, Jamaican got it good. Jamaican knows how to survive. Jamaican know that you don't depend on one source of income. And a person who depends on one source of income means that anything can happen with that source. In Jamaica, we have a vernacular, and the vernacular says, never put all your eggs in one basket. You know why? If you put all the eggs in one basket, when the basket falls on the ground, all the eggs will break. And then you lose all your eggs. So never put your eggs in one basket. So guys, I want us tonight, okay, to have a financial game plan. Tell yourself, I'm in business right now, and I'm going to make every effort to make an extra $1,000 a month, an extra $1,500 a month, an extra $2,000 a month, so that I can start to prepare for my retirement, so that I can start to put something in my what? My nest egg. Guys, it is important for us to understand that. I don't say this lightly. I'm going to say this again. If network marketing is not around, I think the world is going to crumble.
Mm.
Most of the wealthiest people on earth is network marketers. Not the one who have the degree, not the one who work a 9-to-5 job.
Yes, yes.
But some of the most wealthiest people is the people who own their own business. You can't have a business and be lackadaisical in your business. You can't have a business and don't tell nobody about your business. If you're selling lotion and potion, tell them about your lotion and potion. Everywhere you go, be excited about your business. Be excited about your business so that everyone can hear what you have. I'm going to be closing out on this 1 minute, and I'm going to close out on this. All right? Having a game plan, okay, to achieve your goal, okay, is important. Okay? Don't you agree with me that, guys? Don't you agree with me? Having a game plan is very important for your goal. I need to hear some feedback because I'm going to close out on this. Great, great, great. Okay, so tonight I want us to make a game plan. Make a game plan tonight as we're closing out. How much do you want to make before the 25th of December? How much do you want to make by December 31st?
Mm.
Make a game plan and stick to the game plan. If you need help, I am here. Aiesha is here. Even I and Aiesha and myself, we can reach out to make this a reality. But don't sit down on the product that you have. Don't sit down on the knowledge you have and don't make a move. You have to make the move. If you don't make the move, you're going to be stagnated and stay right where you are, and then you're going to give in and throw in the towel. But we are here. That's why we're having this training each week to help you to move forward, help you to put money in your bank account while you're sleeping. Guys, it is imperative that we follow through and realize that your business is your business, but you're not in business all by yourself. You're in business with a team of people behind you to build your business. That's my word, and I'm sticking to it.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
You are in business for yourself, not by yourself. And I believe that is so important to remember. And on that topic of game planning, Dr. Brown reminded me that I said earlier that I was going to mention why everybody should aim for the rank of gold in the first 90 days. And I want to leave y'all with this last thing, final thing. Do you know that all the way up into the rank of gold, you get loyalty bonus money every time you hit a rank? Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
You hit bronze, you get 1/5 that you can buy products with. You hit silver, you get like 200. You hit what's the next one? Sapphire, you get like 250. That's money to buy product. And you might be saying, well, I got product. I came in on an elite pack. I don't need no more product. Okay. Now, when you hit the rank of gold, that's where the monetary bonuses start. So I say that should be everybody's starting point of the first sign of you going world class, hitting the rank of gold as soon as possible. Because once you hit the rank of gold, every rank after that gives you a monetary financial bonus.
On top of what you're making.
On top of what you're making. So gold is where it starts, the $500 car bonus. Listen, you could choose the $500 car bonus, or you could choose the $800 in products. Hey, for me, I say, pay that bill. Let me not have to think about that bill. Give me that car bonus, right? But you might not have a car. But then after gold, you get $500, $1,000, $2,500. You get a cash bonus with every rank after that. So did that make you all want to think about how to hit gold a lot sooner?
And if you want to hit gold, we're here to walk with you to show you how to do that.
Yes.
Well, I'm excited.
I love it, y'all. Talk over top each other. That means you're excited. Don't feel bad. Okay. Now,
Well, I'm excited because I had a influencers shop $50. So
Hey,
I'm like, oh, I have $50 I could shop.
yeah.
So I spent it and I bought up some product and I only had to pay $6 for ship. Well, after the $50, I paid $6
Mm-hmm.
and some change.
and so one other thing I'm going to say right now, okay? Make a list of some people right now. We're going to go back old school. Make a list of people. Don't be afraid to talk to anyone. Make a list of people and say, tomorrow, I am going to call these people. If you want to do a three-way, we're here with you to do a three-way with you. If you don't know what to say, we will talk for you. Listen, I said you're in business, okay, for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. And that's what we mean by that. We're here with you to work with you. We can talk, we know how to talk. And if you are afraid to talk, we will talk for you. Because when you win, we win. When you lose, we lose. And that's why we're here tonight to motivate you, to push you to the next level, knowing that there's greatness within you.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, look. I know we said we got to go. We said we was going to keep it at an hour, but Dr. Brown just reminded me of something else, right? Okay. So I shared with Miss Caroline yesterday, and I believe she started. Have you been using the script I sent you from yesterday, Miss
Yeah.
Caroline?
Hmm.
So what I do is, I don't even get on the phone with people, like right away. Oh, what does it take to make the rank of gold? Oh my, that is a whole nother training. But what I will say is I can send I'll send it takes 10,000 points. Let's just start there. That's the foundation. 10,000 points.
Right,
I say aim to recruit at least 6 people, and you should
right.
be halfway there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's start there because that we can have a goal training this week, later this week. All right, like how to what to do.
Yeah,
And so
we can have one and how to hit the ranks.
yeah, yes, definitely. All right, so let me tell you, I'm gonna just read it to y'all so you can maybe write it down and use it. So when I on my launch day, when I say this is my launch day, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna message 100 people. This is what I'm saying to them. And I may the words may change a little bit depending on what's going on that week, but for the most part, my intro stays the same. All right, so I am looking for one from yesterday. Hold on, I'm coming. Try not to take too long. Because depending on what I have going on, I may ask them, hey, do you have any health goals? Do you know anybody with any health goals? But I always started with, hey, Claudette, how you doing today? Because I want to make sure that they're going to respond to me first. And then when they respond to me, now I know I have their attention. Then I say, quick question, do you know anybody with any health goals? That's one, if I'm trying to get some sales real
It's
quick.
write that down.
And then they say yes. I'm like, okay, great. We have a call tonight at 8 o'clock. Would you be able to tune in and learn about how what we have is helping people? Guess who that's going to speak to? The whale. Um, and so, Lord, where is the script? I done had so many conversations, and I'm trying to find a particular. Okay, boom. Here's one. I said, good morning, Rihanna. If there is a way that you can scan yourself from home, as well as identify which supplements can support your wellness journey through this scan, would you be open to hear about it?
Say it again. Say it to them again. They need to get that one.
And so the reason why I said this way to her is because I could see on her page that she's into losing weight, getting fit, something of that sort. Maybe she made a post about health and wellness recently. If there is a way that you can scan yourself from home, as well as identify which supplements can support your wellness journey through this scan, would you be open to hearing about it? Now, would you be open to joining? Would you not? Would you be open to buying? Would you be open to hearing about it? Remember in the beginning, we said your objective is to get as many people to look at it, to hear about it. And so then the other one is, let's see, there's another one that is more universal that I use. And I really want to say it on here. Boom, there it is. Okay. So this one, when I don't feel like turning my brain on, and I'm just like, I just need to message 100 people and roll with that real quick. This is what I say. Hello, Jay. I hope all is well on your end. If you want to address them emotionally, mentally, whatever, you don't know what's going on in their life, like that. If you can meet with people and do a full body scan with a small machine that reads the functioning levels of their organs and then recommend what they could take that our company offers to improve anything abnormal, would you be open to listening in to how this is possible? The right people will say yes. And those people, the other people will say no, and you'll be like what I said about the surgeon, not emotionally attached to that response at all. They say no, I say, okay, thanks for responding, guy. They say yes, I say, awesome. We have a call tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Are you available to be on Zoom to hear about it?
And whenever you're talking to them, don't talk to them and then hold a conversation after. Be in an hurry. Be about business. You call, hey Jay, what are you doing tomorrow at 5 o'clock? Oh, nothing. Oh, guess what? There's something called an opportunity that I just hear about, and I'm so excited about it, and I would love you to see it. Do you think you can jump on at 7 o'clock just to see it? Yeah. Okay, guy. Thank you, man. I'll see you on the call. And you're gone. You don't stay getting on the next conversation because you're gonna kill whatever you just planted.
Yeah, and then look, check this out, Dr. Brown. Look, if you use the method of texting people too, like so Holton Buzz, I remember that training he did about using that method of calling people. And that I remember that training like it was yesterday. And but I feel like I think like in this busy time right now, if we call people the way that we used to call people, somebody called me the other day, right? Oh gosh, we keeping y'all on here longer. I'm so sorry. Somebody called me the other day, right? And she was in marketing, but I was in the middle of trying to get my boys out the door to go somewhere. And I have a 4 year old running around the house, not putting on his shoes, the baby fighting me to change his diaper. I answer the phone. Hey, Aiesha, your husband gave me your number. Are you free to talk? He told me you were away. I thought I was going to get your answering machine, but are you free to talk? Who are you and what do you want to talk about, ma'am? My whole world is going crazy right now. And you trying to pitch me. And she was like giving me the whole, where you from? Oh, I'm from there too. What part? Oh, me too. First of all, miss, I don't even have the brain power for that right now. And I'm in marketing too. So imagine. That's why I say text them. You text 100 people. I don't even want to I'm too tired and busy to get on the phone with you until I know you actually heard the information and we're going to have a conversation from that.
And that's what I did with the team in Puerto Rico that I'm creating. I text, and when I text them, I text both in English and Spanish. And that's how I get them to respond. Once you respond to me, I know that you're interested because what I said to you,
exactly.
it piques your interest. And if it piques the interest, then that's where you build a conversation up.
Exactly. Yes. Then I'll get on the phone with you. Then we can talk. Yes. So I love it. I love the whole idea of yes, not discrediting like making the phone calls, but I think that you can reach a lot of people if you send 100 text messages and drive those conversations to the call. Because we are all very busy, including yourself, Dr. Brown. I bet you do not have time to call 100 people. I know you don't. And so I want to read this script one more time, just in case somebody didn't catch it. This is a very important script. I think everybody should use it. You can start using it as soon as we get off of here. And hey, if you send this to 10 people in regards to the call tomorrow night, let us know in the WhatsApp group or, hey, say, hey, I'm using that script. It's working. Let us know. Let me know.
And before you read it, Aiesha, invite, 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 invite. That's very powerful. Invite people on the call. It is very powerful. Let them hear others presenting something that you don't know how to present. For you to win in this business, invite, 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 invite.
Yes. All right. So, hello, Jay. Or hello, Caroline. Hello, Zainabul. Hello, Suzanne. Hello, Pascal. Hello, Naya. I hope all is well on your end. If you can meet with people and do a full body scan with a small machine that reads the functioning levels of their organs and then recommend what they could take that our company offers to improve anything abnormal, would you be open to listening in to how this is possible? Everybody got that? If you got that, type yes or unmute and say yes.
Okay, read it one more time.
Okay. Hello, Caroline. I hope all is well on your end. If you can meet with people and do a full body scan with a small machine that reads the functioning levels of their organs and then recommend what they could take that our company offers to improve anything abnormal, would you be open to listening in to how this is possible?
Okay.
And Aisha, what you can do, you can drop it in the group chat. And so if you can,
Yep.
you can just drop it in the group chat for those who didn't get it verbatim.
Okay, I will. No problem. All right, everybody, we're going for real this time. I hope this is amazing. Listen, can we just do one more thing? Can everybody unmute for me? Unmute, 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 unmute. Everybody unmute. If you with me, unmute. Let's see. Unmute, unmute, unmute. Let's go. Unmute, unmute, unmute. Suzanne, unmute. Zainabul, unmute. Suzanne, Naya, are you unmuted? I might be missing some people. I remember I saw Naya. Oh. Hey, Jakisha, I didn't know you was here. Jakisha, unmute, unmute, unmute.
Hey, I'm here, but I'm so busy. I was just listening. I'm sorry.
No problem. Look, I just wanted everybody to unmute and do one thing for me before we go. Just say one thing. One thing. I am world class.
I am world class.
I will do what it takes.
I will do what it takes.
I will do what it takes.
World class, world class. That's it.
World
class, girl.
See, y'all sound like I'm about to be like pulling out the rule or something. Like y'all getting punished. Where's the energy? World class.
World class.
Yes. Okay. World class network marketers make more money than surgeons, and be out.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Have a
Thank
good night,
y'all.
everybody.
Good night.
Have a good night.